We out here staying connected. What's your name, sister?
My name is Bailey Janae Smith.
Bailey? How old are you, Bailey?
I am 32 years old.
32, Bailey?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You from Columbus?
Originally, I was from Portsmouth, but I alternated from Portsmouth to Columbus my whole life.
Okay.
Just like my mother, Shirlane Dennis.
Okay.
But like, you know, I've been here in Columbus since the age of 2, 3 years old.
Okay. You got any kids?
I have nephews and nieces.
Nephews and nieces. They like your kids too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So what's your situation, man? You homeless? What's going on? Talk to me. Tell me what's going on.
I've been homeless since August of last year. I was living with my father, and then my father got evicted. And, you know, ever since last August, you know, it's been pretty hard out here.
Really? Since last August?
Mm-hmm.
Where you been staying? You in the shelter?
Well, in the shelter, on and off. You know, I try to get back into the shelter, and the overflow of Van Buren is over with, and the beds are full. And so people have problems out here in the street with that, and it forces them to be out here to sleep on the street on the benches out here. Yeah, you know what I mean? And then you see people with alcohol, drug problems and everything.
Yeah.
You know, it forces them to like smoke cigarettes up and shit, and then like 5 minutes later come out of nowhere, oh, you happen to have a cigarette, my boy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
You know, I may be a cigarette smoker and may ask, but I at least try to make it occasional, you know what I'm saying?
Right, I got you. I got you. So that overflow messed it up for a lot of people. Now that the weather's, you know, a little better than what it was, they're not opening that door for everybody. They're making people get out there and do something.
Right.
You dealing with any mental issues? Because we support mental health.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot of people's reasons.
Yes, mental health is very important.
So what you dealing with?
I'm dealing with bipolar and schizophrenia disorder. They're very severe cases. 1 minute I'm fine, and then I hear and see something or someone. I believe that there are people from the other side because there are people that were in my life who I haven't seen in a long time. Yes, who passed away.
Yeah.
But 1 minute I'm fine, and then the next moment, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to, like, with my guns up, my freaking hands up and shit, ready to fight. Right. Just banging and shit, everything. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I'm taking my medicine.
So you are taking your medicine?
Yes, sir, I am.
That's what's happening.
But that's why mental health is very important, and why you should keep up with your meds.
That's right.
Because in one wrong move without your meds, you're going to end up getting caught up in the system, in the government system out here, getting arrested.
Right.
Or you die. Somebody find it offensive, and they come out of nowhere and try to kill you.
Try to take you away.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
While you on the street with mental health. You know what I mean?
So what them triggers look like for you? What make you pop off? What make you angry?
When somebody come up against my face and just like suddenly just up in my face and be like, oh, punch me first. But like, nigga, you walked up to me. What you mean punch me first?
You had something like that happen to you recently?
Yeah, last night.
What happened? Tell me about it.
Last night, like somebody was asking me about my legs hurting and shit. I asked them, what you so concerned about my legs for, you homosexual? That, you know, I may be pansexual, but the way how they asked it was real sweet. You know what I mean?
Right,
and I told them that. And they got out the car. You want to fight? You want to fight? You want to fight? I'm like, man, it's whatever, man. You got out the car first.
Right.
You know? And then the little girl slapped me. She ran. Right? She looked like she was like 30 feet. I mean, money in my, like, left cheek. And then her boyfriend got out. It was like motherfucking posting up like this, like he was about to pull my hair and shit, and I pointed that out. You know, and he kept doing it, right? And then he would square up, and then I would square up with him, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would square up with his ass, but he ain't swing. And each and every single time he tried to make himself swing, I would motherfucking come up to him and and he would run. And it satisfied me as a fighter.
Yeah, because
you know how
you knew you weren't gonna back down.
Exactly.
That's all. Sometimes
and so they just left.
Yeah. You just
they knocked the shit out of my hand. You see, they're like, I don't know there was one bag that wasn't really my shit, and I had to
Right.
let them know that it didn't matter. You
Right,
see what I'm
right.
saying?
This is a fight about that.
And then like I was able to like preserve what I actually gave. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, it's dangerous out here. People come out of nowhere and try to pickpocket you with knives and shit. Try to come up out of nowhere and rob you at gunpoint and shit.
Somebody tried to rob you before?
Yes. And I told them I had nothing. They shot me right in my head. Right. Somehow I woke up.
Okay, I'm glad you survived that. Glad you survived that. It's a little messy out this joker, man. Well,
Yeah.
So how's your eating arrangements? You go to the pantry, you go over to Grub Street, eat. Grub Street still feed people every day?
I think so. Yes.
Think so? Is that
I haven't, it's been a while since I've been to Grub Street, but I have been to food pantries.
you do go to food pantry?
Yes.
Because I know they used to have different little missions that fed people in the city. We got all the resources when it comes to helping people in regards to getting a place, finding jobs, and also getting the right position to get some medication for your mental health. You Southeast. Are you in with those guys?
Yes, I was going to get back in contact with them.
You have a case manager over there?
I think her name was Lauren Feather.
You should get in contact with her, stay in contact. I'm glad you're on top of your meds. Because a lot of people they think that they don't need their meds. They think that I got this. And sometimes you don't always have it.
That probably because that's mainly within the African American community because they know what mom and daddy went through during the slave trade.
Right.
And they just like have all of this integrity and they just like, oh no, I can do this with a bag of weed. Bag of weed just make me just calm me down. Sometimes it takes more than just a bag of weed, baby. But baby, I understand, honey, because honey, my father Alto Bird.
So what's your vices? What's your party favorites? You like weed?
Of course. I love weed. I love money. I love food. I used to be an alcoholic, but
You
like
still drink, though?
I'm not an alcoholic anymore. I'm sober now. But
Okay,
like
good
occasionally,
Good job. Give me some.
thank you.
Good job.
Occasionally, I like to drink, some Moscato. Occasionally, I'll drink some Seagrams or Patron. Occasionally, I drink a beer, a Bud Light. Not like how it used to be, some Hennessy. You know what I'm saying?
But you definitely smoke your Mary Jane.
Yeah, I sure do. Hard, heavily. Oh, I also promote Mary Jane being recreational and free all around here. That's what I promote. Yes.
I always say
Oh, yes.
Mary Jane, the only woman I know that don't talk back.
Oh yes, that's real.
That's
Because
right.
women are bitches. I'm sorry, please. Not all of them. Not all of them. Not all of you, baby. But most women, not all women, but a lot of women are bitches.
That's right.
They're neo-Nazis.
That's funny.
And everybody, all the terrible women here in this world just need to know that you're neo-Nazis, damn it.
So-
I don't know why you just think that it's just so funny to just pick on the dude, knowing that the dude got hands and will beat your ass. And then the man vice versa against the skilled woman who's just evil, and not all men, but some men. But like, here we go, continue, I'm sorry. It's just that topic right there about the, you know what I'm saying, caught my ass.
Yeah, that
Oh, and then this is an example, mental health matters. When you take your medicine and somebody asks you a topic and then you're able to get on a topic right.
Right. That means you're on your meds.
Yep.
You're on top of your shit. I like that. This is definitely an example of what it looks like when someone are taking their meds. And that way they ain't out here spazzing out and crashing.
Thank you.
You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And sometimes I do understand it when Mary Jane balanced some people out.
Yes.
You know? I mean, I don't like to endorse anything for anybody particular, but whatever works for a person, they like it, I love it. You know what I mean? But I do appreciate you. And what I do ask everybody to do before I shut down on my channel is give somebody some advice that's dealing with something that you're dealing with as well. Excuse my voice, I'm under the weather.
That's all right. Pay your rent.
That's right.
Pay your rent. You got a job or you receive Social Security, you save that bitch.
That's right. Don't get no better than that.
Don't come around people while you have money or while you know what I'm saying? Save your money and stop coming around and asking me.
That's right. We out here staying connected. Let's go.